Okay, so we got the next level of simplifying by rationalizing the denominator. The thing that we got to remember is that we are going to consider something differently in this case, because we don't have a simple square root or a simple surd over there in the denominator. What we have here is in addition to a non-square root number, okay, non-square root or a non-root number. So in which case what we can do is we always remember something. This formula is going to be helping us tremendously. What is a plus b times a minus b? I've already said it to you in the previous videos. This is a squared minus b squared. Okay, so what if we multiply this 1 plus, what if a is 1 and b is say square root of 2? We would then be actually having this guy becoming 1 plus root 2 multiplying by 1 minus root 2. This is just an example which I want you to think about it. Okay, now when I multiply this according to the formula is a squared minus b squared. So a is 1 squared and b is root 2 whole square. So that's 1 minus 2, that's 1. Therefore we do not have anything which has a root in it. Therefore that's exactly what we wanted. Okay, if this case were to be the denominator, then we could apply this method to get rid of the surd form or to get rid of the root form. Okay, so what we do here is we multiply and divide 1 minus root a multiply by the opposite sign of this. So what is the opposite sign of that? So that's going to be 1 plus root a divided by 1 plus square root of a. Right, very nice. So this is going to be 1 plus square root of a whole squared, and this is quite simply 1 squared minus root a whole squared by a plus b times a minus b formula, right? So this is what is a plus b whole squared, that is nothing but square a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So we apply the same thing here as well. So what do we get? So we get 1 plus 2 times 1 times square root of a plus square root of a whole squared divided by you're going to be having 1 minus a. It's quite simple. So that is simplifying to 1 plus a plus 2 root a divided by 1 minus a, and that's your answer. You cannot simplify it any further at this moment, so we're going to leave this as it is. All right, so I'm going to take them all in the interest of saving some space, because we do have 3 problems to be solving in this slide. Let's hope so we can get our space matched up within this sheet itself. And there we go, almost done. Yes, in the meantime, when I'm doing these things, I want you to think about all the formulas and all the techniques that we have been doing. If you want it, you can always pause the video and then try for the problem yourself, and then relook whether you are able to solve the problem or not, because you're going to be needing these skills to solve exercise problems in this after this videos, right? What we are going to do now is focus all our attention on looking at problem number B. Now here you have a plus root b divided by a minus root b, right? So what we do here is we multiply and divide by a plus root b and divided by a plus root b. So we look at the denominator where what is the sign of the root, that's a negative. We consider exactly the same denominator, but we change the side and we put the same thing on the numerator as well, and then we multiply these two guys together and then these two guys together, right? That's what we have been doing in the previous video as well, right? So that is going to be a plus root b whole squared divided by a squared minus root b whole square, as simple as that. So this is then going to be turning up as a squared plus 2a root b plus b, very good, divided by a squared minus b, and that's the final answer. You cannot simplify it any further at this moment. Let's have a look at this guy. So this guy can then be simplified pretty simply as a minus a root b. I don't want the 2b hanging around when I'm doing the simplification, so I'm taking that out. I then multiply it by the conjugate of what we have in the denominator. So what we are going to get is a minus root b divided by a minus root b, and then we multiply these two guys together, and we multiply these two guys together. These two guys are going to be a plus b into a minus b, that is nothing but a squared minus b squared, but a is a, so you get a squared, and b is root b, so you get root b whole square, which is a squared minus b. So on the numerator, what we have here is basically a minus root b whole squared divided by a squared minus b. You can leave the problem as it is, or you can take a step forward. So a minus b whole squared is a squared minus 2ab, 2ab plus b squared. So you're going to have a squared minus 2a root b plus b divided by a squared minus b. That's your answer. We'll go forward in the next video.